You talk to your cat. It blinks slowly, turns its head to the side, and goes back to doing exactly what it was doing, as if it were the most independent creature on the planet. Sometimes it seems like it lives in a parallel universe, where your words are just a passing breeze. But what if I told you that that calm, almost indifferent expression hides a much greater understanding than you imagine? That your cat understands more than 5 sounds, more than phrases, more than commands. It understands you. Before we get to what really matters, let me ask you something simple, yet powerful. If you love your cat not only for who they are, but for what you build together, a silent, curious connection, full of nuances, then leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Not to strengthen this channel, but to strengthen the bond between humans and felines. The more people understand the emotional language of cats, the more cats will be understood with respect, gentleness, and sensitivity. And if you've made it this far, I know you're exactly that kind of person. Now then, let's begin. Everyone's heard that cats don't obey, don't care about what you say, and aren't bothered by human sounds. But every cat owner also has that story that immediately debunks this myth. You say the word food, and your cat appears out of nowhere. You murmur its name and its ear twitches just a little. You let slip a no at a critical moment, and it freezes for a second. So what is it? Do they not understand? Or do they understand when they want? What's happening behind all this is much deeper. It's not a lack of interest, it's not stubbornness, it's intelligence, and it's refined perception. Serious research shows that cats recognize sound patterns associated with what truly matters to them. It's not a literal translation of what you say. It's an emotional interpretation. They connect your voice to intentions, routines, expectations, memories, and yes, to the tone you use without even realizing it. But there's something even more surprising. Cats don't just hear your words, they feel your words. Each syllable carries your energy, your emotional state, your intention. They perceive this even before they understand if that word means something good, bad, or neutral. The study? The method? That matters, of course. But what truly transforms your cat is emotional consistency. And that's the point almost no one understands. The truth is, your cat responds not to what you say, but to the message your words convey. And yet, there are certain sounds, certain structures, certain linguistic patterns that cats recognize more easily than others. And this is where science and daily interaction finally meet. But before revealing what your cat really picks up from your speech, we need to open an important door. If there's a reason why some cats react and others seem emotionally deaf, it's almost always linked to small mistakes that we humans make without realizing it. And when you understand what they are, everything, absolutely everything changes. Perhaps you've experienced this. You call your cat and it turns its face away. You say a word that used to work but now makes no difference at all. You try to speak affectionately and it simply walks away. And then you wonder, has it forgotten how to communicate? Does it not like me anymore? Am I doing something wrong? Let's be honest. Sometimes, yes. But not in the way you imagine. Your cat might be ignoring you for 5 simple reasons, and none of them involve a lack of love. The first is unconsciousness. When you use a word randomly, without pattern, without rhythm, without clear intention, the cat's brain can't transform it into meaning. For it becomes noise. And what do you do with noise? You ignore it. The second reason is misaligned energy. You say one thing but your body says another. Your cat senses the contradiction. And when it senses it, it returns to silence, because silence is where it feels safe. The third point is about the environment. Too much noise, too much movement, too much information. For an animal that lives by observation, chaos is not a learning environment. It's a survival environment. The fourth point is broken trust. No malice intended, but broken. You call the cat over for affection and end up cutting its claws. You say its name and take it to the vet. You say, "Come here," and put it on your lap when it clearly doesn't want to. And this creates emotional cracks that cats take very seriously. The fifth reason: he's responding, just not in the way you recognize. An ear twitch, a slow blink, a pause in his walk, a fixed gaze. For cats, that's a response. It's pure communication. But here's what matters most. Even if you've made all these mistakes, unintentionally, you can still rebuild everything from scratch. You can create a shared language, a harmony that feels like telepathy, a connection that strengthens with every word spoken the right way. Why do cats learn words? They do. As long as those words come with 3 elements: repetition, emotion, and emotional reward, which doesn't have to be food or a toy. It can be presence, it can be security, It can be affection in the way the cat likes it, not the way you imagine. So how do you teach a cat to understand you? By starting from the beginning, calmly and intentionally. Choose few words, the essential ones, the ones that will gently guide your cat with routine and affection. Perhaps its name. Perhaps something related to food. Perhaps something that represents love. Perhaps a sound that signals, come, it's safe. Always use the same tone, the same speed, the same emotion. Cats learn from the emotional climate of the moment, not from the sentence structure. And always, always, associate the word with what it means. No deception, no tricks. Cats don't forgive manipulation. They forgive time. They forgive kindness. They forgive presence. Over time, what once seemed like mere human noise becomes something magical. A bridge. A silent conversation. An understanding that needs no translation. At some point you'll say a word, and even before you finish the sentence, your cat will already know exactly what you meant. And more than that, it will sense that the word is a gesture from you towards it, and not an attempt to command it. Because cats don't respond to commands. They respond to bonds. And when that happens, you don't just communicate with your cat. You connect with it. If this video helped you see your cat in a deeper and more genuine way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with your cat's name below. I want to know who this incredible little creature is that shares your life. And if you want more videos on how to decipher feline signals, emotions, and secrets, just stick around. Your cat will thank you, even if it's just with a slow blink from across the room.